It's really interesting to judge one of those hackathons because you get to see into the mind of those teams. What were they thinking? What were they trying to achieve? I'm always hugely fired up by the type of ambition that they have, the type of dreams that they have, what they want to change in the world. I think it's amazing. Some of the teams are very funny. Some of the things they say or some of the things they're hoping to achieve, right? You just look at it and you've got to laugh. And it's nice because they've put their heart in it, they've worked so hard. And then to have this moment of, it's fun and we can joke together about it. That's the part I like best. But otherwise, just found some of their insights really interesting around why not go and make that change? Why not go and do this? Sometimes as an adult, I tend to hold myself back and it just gives me energy. What they were trying to tackle, world hunger, access to water, I don't think in those terms anymore. They were right out there thinking, yes, we can make a difference. And some of their solutions were quite creative. They could use their local networks, how they could equip people, how they could connect people to bring a solution to bear. That was some of them really mature. As a judge, you get to see teams that come from everywhere. A lot of different countries, a lot of different economic circumstances, girls, boys, religions, hugely different. And just looking at the ideas they come up with, looking at the projects they come up with, there's such a richness of solution and interesting angles, how they take the problems. That in itself is the answer to your question. You need people with different minds to come at those problems with different solutions. If I remember myself as a young person, it can be quite daunting, right? To just imagine yourself in a career, and AI or any other career. But what I've come to realize working with some of those students is those who do best are those who don't fear asking questions. Just ask. If something comes to your mind, just ask. Find somebody to talk it with. That's what generates the breakthrough. That's what generates the contacts. And that's where people just start exploring. So just ask. Look, it may sound obvious when I say it, but there really was a before and an after COVID. Before COVID, there was an appetite. It was a bit geeky. It was for a certain type of child, also because it was for a certain type of adult who would have to be aware and be interested, and it was still quite niche. But with COVID and after COVID, it became completely mainstream. There is not one parent that's not concerned about how their child engages with technology and with online. What they do in their free time often is gaming or just being with their friends online. So that's become a new environment. They've all gone through having to study from home via computers. It's not a barrier anymore. It's become a normal setup. And the interest now is much broader. It's become completely normal to try to solve the world's problems with technology. It was quite breakthrough before COVID. With COVID, I can see much more interest. That's interesting. I've definitely seen that. In my mind, the biggest gap is practice. The kids I've met, they'll just go ahead and try. They'll test it out. They'll play with it. Parents are less adventurous that way. They want a manual. They want somebody to tell them and to help them and to hold their hand. So what I would say to the kids would be showcase, demonstrate. It's like a show and tell. Show your parents, what are you doing? How does it work?